It's definitely
Frottage on the
giving
couch.
yeah.
Frottage.
It's definitely giving, first hookup in the hotel room,
Yes.
1410, you know?
Yes.
Yep.
It's very 1410. Um, but, then we have frottage, and then Shane is all in his head, which is also kinda
Um,
like Vegas
yeah,
hotel room scene,
yeah,
right? Where he's
yeah.
like, "What does it mean? What is it this?" And we get like, Shane is still so in his head, but again, what are they not doing?
Talking.
Communicating.
Because Shane then spirals and does the worst
Mhm.
thing he could do in this situation,
And
which
just
is
fucking leaves.
Leaves.
leave while
Just
Ilya is
fucking
sleeping,
leaves.
and the series of texts are devastating.
Yeah.
Ilya's like,
Where are
"Where are you?
you?
Shane, Shania, I'm sorry, please, we can forget about it." And Shane's just like, "I'm
Right?
at the airport, talk soon."
Yeah, I'm at the airport. Like, what?
Yeah.
Like, way to be
But, like, the
dramatic.
first thing that, like, Ilya's like, "Oh my god, I've ruined this. I gotta backtrack because, like, I am ruining everything."
Yeah.
And, like, they don't really know how to go from here, and Shane is still losing his gourd, and he spends, like, a few days in his head about everything. And one of
And
the
then he
things he
finds
does
the
is
letter.
unpack and
He
finds the
finds the
letter.
letter.
Ugh.
Should we read the letter?
Micah, read
Or
Yes.
it.
Let's read it.
okay. Okay. Reading this over again, it's
You
just
need
like,
me to
oh
read
my
it?
god. No,
Do
it's
you need
okay. My Shania should be July 2010 when you read this. We'll have just spent almost a whole year together. Weird. I wanted to tell you this way. I wanted you to read it when I was not there. I figured it would be better for you this way. You will have no time to think. You will not panic and get nervous like you do. Then you can call me or text me or ignore it completely. We will pretend it never happened. I can pretend. I can do it all for you. I love you, Shane. I have loved you for so long. I just did not know it back then. I did not have words for it. I still don't really have the words to explain how you make me feel. Not in Russian or in English. It will never be enough. You saved my life. I know the distance will be hard, but we have done much worse, yes? I think we could do this. Boston is closer than Russia. Maybe I can switch to Canada? I love you. Yours, Ilyusha.
Yeah.
And it's just like,
Shane
oh,
reads this. So Ilya
oh,
thinks he'll read it July 10th, 2010 or something like that.
nope,
Sh
you read
Yeah.
it at the perfect time.
Shane reads this roughly March 12th, 2011.
Yeah.
Like, he reads it 6 to 9 months later. I'm not doing that math. Um,
What, you can't
and,
do math?
no.
Okay, you cut it in half. What, you can't do math? Leave me alone.
Specifically, no. But then true devastation happens, one of those
Ugh.
ridiculous cliffhangers. Shane tries to call him, the call does not go through.
And message
Like
error.
Sorry, the number you were trying to reach.
right, and then he tries to text him, message error.
Ugh.
Um, Ridiculous.
Right. So now we move on to, like, we're now in still in 2011, and Svetlana is being like, "Oh my god, Ilya, like, what the fuck? You told us this?" And Ilya's like, "Yeah, yeah, like, I get it. It's a bad idea." And he's like, "Did you see how Pike looked at Shane?" And
Fucking
she's like, "What?"
Hayden.
Right? Like, goddamn
Right.
Hayden.
Well, and then you
So
find out too
then
that Svetlana, they weren't even really dating.
no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Of
she's
course
like, "Oh, you're
not.
so dumb." Like,
Yeah.
she's like, "No, no, he loves you. Like, stop being an idiot." So then unfortunately we have a bad news that Ilya has to go to Russia. His dad has had a health scare and his brother is a useless tool.
Yeah.
So he runs
So this
to
is
go
the
to Russia.
day after, the very day after.
Yes.
So Shane isn't gonna try to contact him for 2 more days. Um,
Because we're on March 11th. So
yeah,
Shane contacts him March 13th.
right. Yeah, and so we see now
So
that, oh, Ilya was trying to reach out.
yeah.
He was trying to
So
talk.
he's texting Shane. He's not like calling him, but he's texting him. There's no response. We get more information from the conversation with Shane and his brother about his dad's health. Um, Ilya's still trying to get in touch with Shane, and then we find out as they go to Russia that Sasha is in the picture, in the sense that Sasha is in Russia and is picking Svetlana and Ilya up from the airport. And Ilya's a bit annoyed by this development. He's kind of like, yeah, nice to see you, Sasha. Like, he does not seem happy to see this guy at all.
Right. Well, and Ilya is not even entertaining it, right? He's like, I'm going to sleep on the couch. Like, I'm not
Yes.
even giving him a hint of this will be okay.
Right.
And
like,
so the scenes here are Ilya spends time at the hospital and then like spends time with Svetlana and Sasha. And eventually after like another day, he tries to message Shane again and it gives him the error. And now he's
This
like
made me
panicking.
so mad.
Yeah. And
yeah.
so he's
Fucking
like,
Sasha.
Svetlana, they're not sending. What's going on? And she's like, yeah, you blocked him. And he's no.
No, he
Ilya's like, I
didn't.
would never do this. Sasha, I think, had Ilya's phone at one point
Yes.
for checking something, and yeah, so Sasha blocked Shane's contact because jealousy, whatever.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
Seems like I thought it was an ex or something like that, like
Mhm.
being all coy and assholey, and he's just like, "You don't know anything. He's my best friend." She's like, "Is this your fake email friend still?"
Yeah.
And like
So
Ilya's just not having any of this. So now he's leaving Russia. He's like, "Fuck you all. I need to change my flight." And who does he reach out to?
Yuna,
And he calls her mama.
right? But this is the moment to me of like he's running through the airport. Like I gotta
Oh,
get
yeah.
back to him. And he does, right? He changes his flight to go to
Montreal.
Montreal instead of Boston,
Boston, yeah.
and runs to Shane's place, figures out the code, and then when he walks in, whomst would be there but Shane's entire team, right?
Including one Mr. Hayden Pike,
And JJ
Jean-Jacques
Buzzo.
Bouzeau,
Yeah.
and Ilya's just like, "What?"
He's like, oh Shane.
Meanwhile,
Shane's like,
his
what the
team
fuck?
is like, "What the fuck is Ilya Rozanov doing in your, like, living room?"
But
Which
my
is
favorite
funny.
thing is, yeah, they're like, what the hell is Rosenoff doing here? And Shane doesn't say anything, he's like, you guys stay here. He pushes Ilya out of sight and then kisses him.
Right?
like just no words, no anger for now, and it's just like kissing him, and Shane's like, what the fuck is happening? Kiss, kiss, kiss. What the hell is happening? You blocked me. And he's like, no,
Which is
Sasha
so
stole my
funny.
phone.
Ilya's just like his liar told you that. I would never do
It
that.
was.
His liar told you that.
Right? So, like, Shane is like, "Oh my god, I found the letter, like, I love you," and they say it the first "I love you."
Yeah. Well, I
And
think, did they kick
well,
the team
okay,
out first, or is this still the team is like 6 feet away?
I don't think now I have to look. Oh my god.
Oh, I think they've kicked the team out at this point.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, they do.
Um,
So, like, yeah,
they
so
kick the team out. They sit
Shane,
down and talk. Shane's like, I
right,
read the
and
letter,
Shane's found the letter.
but then,
Um, yes. Yes. Oh
um,
my god. This was like hands in the air, woot woot moment because Shane tells him about the emails.
he prints them out. He's like, hey, I see that you have made this big swing, not only with this letter you wrote me, but also that you are here in front of me right now.
Shane just brings out the receipts.
He's like,
Like,
receipts.
He's like, actually, I said it first.
Yes, here's Uh, well, actually, Shade is like, first of all, I read your letter. I have one thing to say. I love you.
Mhm.
And uh I'm not just saying it because I read the letter. I'm saying it because it's real and I said I love you already, kind of.
Right.
And they're crying. It's great. They love each other.
Ugh, so good.
Montage of,
It's amazing.
kissing noises,
Love.
hotels.
That then they start talking at the MHL or yeah, MHL awards, NHL awards, whatever iteration we're in, that they're friends and the world thinks it's a PR stunt.
Well, and they told a reporter like, "Oh, we've been friends since we were 11."
Right? So, that's like, what? Um, and then, they're continuing this, back and forth of texting and calling
I love
throughout the
yous.
years.
He
The
does have to
love
go back to
yous.
Russia still, but it's terrible.
Yes. It sucks.
Call
Um,
logs.
they finally get their New Year's Eve kiss.
Yes, at Hayden fucking
Yeah,
Pike's party.
Yes, at Hayden fucking Pike's
of
party.
course.
But
But,
I love at this point that Montreal, the team, has just gotten used to Ilya being there. Like they
right? Like,
know
they're
if
Yeah,
like, whatever.
they know if Shane is getting invited somewhere and it's like a holiday or a break from hockey, Ilya's
Ilya's
gonna
gonna
be
be
there.
there. Yeah.
Mhm, mhm. And then we finish off the New Year's, which they have snuck outside for the kiss, to go
Mhm.
back to Shane's and get up to some hanky-panky.
Yeah.
For the
Um,
first time.
for the
Yeah.
first time, they're gonna go all the way. They're gonna have penetrative sex. Um,
So
You said that so
clinical.
professionally. They're
No,
going to
we're
have penetrative
we're whores. We can just
intercourse.
say they fuck. Like
They're
they
gonna
fuck. Oh,
fuck.
they be fucking.
yes.
Ilya
Okay,
is
fine.
gonna plow him into that fucking mattress. He's gonna hold him down. Shane is hungry for it. Shane is
We're like
begging for
hungry
it.
for it at this
Ilya
point.
is gonna pop Shane's cherry.
Yes.
There you go.
Correct.
Yes.
Um,
Um,
it's mind-blowing, it's transcendent. They say a
it
lot of
is.
I love yous.
Uh-huh.
They
There's a
say a
lot
lot
of
of fuck
please fuck
you.
me's because Shane is a needy bitch when it comes to Ilya.
Yes, a very bossy
Like
bottom,
he
a
is a
pillow
very
princess.
bossy bottom. So
Um,
yeah, like we go through all of that and obviously
Ilya, Consent King.
Oh,
uh-huh.
but also important part, like
Mhm.
right at the end of that scene is
Mhm.
Shane murmurs back that he loves you in Russian
Yes.
and then
Yes.
passes
Yes.
out.
Yes. Ilya's
Uh-huh.
like,
Mhm.
"What?"
Like that was so cute.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Ilya's like, "I
But
love
like Shane is
you."
like passed out.
Yeah. "Ja tabla blue blue." And he's like, "What?" And then immediately he's asleep.
And then I love the text right after that where it's just like, "Come back, I can't. You hate me?"
I love you.
Then come
Right.
back. And then sad
And we
face.
just and we see that like their whole text is like
And
for
to
the
be
next
clear,
little bit is very like sad
and this
in the
is
sense that they're like,
Shane.
"Oh, I love
This is
you."
Shane. Like, "You hate me?" And
Yeah.
Ilya's like, "No, I love you." Uh, Shane's like,
He's like, "Then
"Fine."
come back."
Yeah.
Exactly. So they're very cute, very fluffy. Um,
Chirping,
they're
joking.
they're chirping for Valentine's Day. Apparently, Ilya sends Shane a dildo.
"Why
Yes.
did you mail me a dildo?" Then we got
Right.
no
Um,
In
answer,
all
but
caps,
they
in
had a
all caps.
call.
we
But they had a
love at
call.
this moment too, Ilya, we find out, becomes obsessed with Mary Poppins.
Right.
I think it's because
Which
he's
is the
a mother
funniest
too.
thing.
Yeah.
I love it.
And he
Yeah.
talks about crying and crying over Mary Poppins.
He
You know,
visits him, shows up early as a surprise.
yeah,
Um,
Shane or Ilya's fighting, they're both talking about being at a playoffs, like and
Shane's
so,
like,
like,
"You
we have
stress
this
me out." Ilya's like, "You will look sexy with gray
yes.
hair," which glad you think that.
So we have this, like, banter of text, and then when we jump out of, like, the texting, Shane wants to come out to his parents.
Oh, right.
Um,
Yep.
and,
Forget this
you
hasn't
know,
been done yet.
it hasn't been done, like, it is a much better coming out than the
Oh,
David walking in on them.
yeah.
So, you know, they're supposed to be going to, like, the Emma or no, yeah, Ilya has to leave for Russia. So they're
Yeah.
like, "Okay, if you're gonna do this, like, we gotta go to Ottawa, like, tomorrow." Which I don't know why they made a big deal of it. It's only 2 hours. It's fine, guys.
So hard to get
And so
there.
they go. They go, and, Yuna and David are expecting him, they're having dinner, like, Shane's doing his weird diet, blah, 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 and Yuna's like, "Hey, like, is there a reason?" And Shane's like, "What? Why?" And
Who told
she's like, "Um, okay." So then he announces that he's gay, and Yuna's a bit silent, and, like, they have a hugging moment,
I do think
um
that the moment of silence was her literally just being like, "Was I not supposed to know that?"
Right.
Like, I do
But
think because it's just like she's smiling a little bit and then, then she gets up and, like, hugs him and stuff, but there's no shock. I do think it is
yes.
literally her just going, "Okay,
Oh,
I
okay.
think I should act like this is the first time I am thinking of this."
Yeah,
Okay.
because then it's like
Right?
in the next scene, like almost like after texting, and then it's just like, aren't you guys like already together? And
Right.
it's just
Right.
like, no, we haven't talked about it, so you're not together. And it's like, no, should I ask him? It's like,
Yes.
oh my God. And then
Yeah.
they finally
So
talk about it.
but that's, like, in December, like, Shane comes out to them in July, we have this whole, like, kind of time warp through texts, like,
Mhm.
Ilya being in Russia and the season, so they're back with Yuna and David for the holidays, and like, Yuna's finally broaching this subject, like, what,
Yeah.
6 months later? Um,
Oh, Shane got into
so
a
yeah,
fight at one
you
point,
know
and Ilya's like, "Oh,
exactly.
the turntables."
Shane or Ilya's making Shane watch Mary Poppins and is not sure why Shane's not crying. Um, but they have the boyfriend discussion.
Yes.
And Ilya says, "Will you be my boyfriend?" And Shane's like, "Am I not?" And Ilya's like, "Are you?" So, like, already this miscommunication. These boys haven't even got a sweet Jesus clue if they're dating.
And it's just
Well,
like,
But
and then
boyfriend?
there's a minor panic of like, "Wait, have you been
It's,
seeing other people?" And
wait, hold
Ilya's like,
on.
"No, no,
exactly.
no, no. No. I
It's
I
almost kind
thought
of
we were
like,
exclusive. We just hadn't
it's
said the
almost like
label."
the pasta scene, like to where
Yeah.
it's just like,
Yes.
your boyfriend's here, and he's just like,
Yeah.
boyfriend.
Your boyfriend is here. You're good here. Okay? My boyfriend?
It's
Like,
like, well,
what?
yeah, I think so, probably.
I mean, yes. I think so, probably.
Yeah.
Like,
And so
oh.
Shane is, Ilya's like, "Okay, cool. We're on the same page then." And Shane's like, "No, we weren't." And so Ilya's like, "Fine, let's be on the same page. Be my boyfriend." And
Mhm.
Shane, we love him. He's a bitch. He is like, "How romantic? Say it again. Ask again."
Oh,
Hmm.
yes.
And
Yes.
so then Ilya, like gives him a bunch of kisses, kisses, and he says, "Will you be my boyfriend, please, official?"
Yeah, so, like, then, we have again more texting, um, throughout this. So, they have some phone sex for Valentine's Day. It's really nice. But, then we're getting into being in Russia
Yeah.
and being in Russia for the Olympics.
Mm.
And, that's crazy. But
Well,
before all of that,
yeah, I was gonna say we have to do the April 1st thing.
Oh
yes.
yeah, that whole sequence of
Forever.
text where it starts with like, "Can't wait to see you." Wow, do you like me or something? Ugh, no. Hollander, sad face. Don't call me that.
Sean, yeah, sad
We
face. I
have to
love
break
you.
up.
And then
I know what day it
immediately,
is.
yeah, not funny.
Not funny. Can you
Can you
pretend to
pretend to
laugh?
laugh?
Yeah.
And
Haha.
then just call me later. And then Shane's like, "I'm busy." Ilya
With
panics, like,
what?
"With what? Who?
Who?
Why?" "A friend."
Why?
"Shane?" "Yeah, he's hot." "What the
What the
fuck?" And
fuck?
then Shane just
Wait,
smiley
what?
faces.
Oh, fuck you.
Yes, I
And then
Ilya,
forgot
they're on
about
the
that.
then they're on the phone for 3.5 hours.
yeah, Ilya,
Yeah, I wonder
like,
what they were doing.
loves to chirp, but then absolutely cannot handle that if Shane is joking
He's
around.
just he's so funny. This is another thing I want to just quickly mention is that like this author channels like Ilya's character so
Mm,
good. Like
yes.
this is like canon Ilya, like 100%.
Mhm. Yes. And then Ilya has gone back to Russia, and his dad is gonna have to move into a long-term care home, so clearly he's gotten that worry going on. But then we see, that we're in Russia for Sochi. And one of the things that, like, I have a quote here, where Ilya's talking about being back in Russia, and he's like, "Every time Ilya came back here, he felt like he was being swallowed whole."
Mhm.
Like,
Yeah.
we know that Ilya has a complicated, relationship with Russia, but, now we're seeing him vocalize it a bit more or, think about it a bit more.
Mhm. And then his worst nightmare is that Shane is there too, because he doesn't
Yes.
want Shane to get sucked out dry and, you know,
Yes.
just
It's
hurt by
like they're
Russia like he
trying
has.
to do, like, trying to keep Shane away from his dad because, like, he doesn't want his dad to not necessarily, like, find out about Shane in the, like, friend sense because, like, he thinks he'll disapprove, but it's like,
Well, and
this
I think
part.
that he doesn't want his dad to connect that Shane is the email kid.
Yeah.
Exactly, or
That's the most
but he also
important
doesn't
thing.
want, like, Gregory to, like, taint Shane with his, like,
Yeah.
evilness.
Yeah, or to say something
Um
and hurt his feelings.
Mhm.
Right, and,
But
like,
I
his
also
dad
love in this
catches him.
chapter, like, how I think it's a little bit before, but, like, the part where it's the anniversary of his mom's, uh, death and, like or, like, right around it, and Ilya goes outside at the sunrise and, just starts talking to her in Russian, like, "Hi, mama, I miss
Mhm.
you." And Shane's there, and he's, "I don't want you to be alone today." And it's, like, one of those moments where Ilya does so much for Shane. He's such a rock for him. He knows him so well, but there's
Yes.
only so many moments where we get to see Shane do that, and it's always in these really, really important moments where Ilya
Mhm.
needs someone the most. And
Yeah.
I just love seeing those moments where it's just like, Ilya's being vulnerable and Shane is just right there. He knows that he needs him. Like he knows what time it is, and he knows that this time of year he's gonna need him.
Yeah. No,
Um,
that was a really, like, good, callback to also their first email when after Ilya explains that his mom has passed and Shane is like, "We can talk about it if you want
Yeah.
as well." That Shane understands that this is an important part of Ilya's life and something that he's gonna, think about for a while.
yeah, yeah, 100%. And yeah, Shane is always gonna be there for the big deep moments because he knows
Mm,
about those. It's some of the, like, subtextual things that Shane is gonna miss, and that's fine because Yulia will give him that.
right. But I
Um,
think also it's kind of important with the Russia Olympics trip, kind of that same context is, like, at one point, Ilya, I think, texts Shane and is like, "I need you," or he's really overwhelmed with, like, everything
like, "I
going on
can't
with
do
his
this."
dad,
Yeah.
and, like, he's
Yeah.
just, like, tapped out, and, like, obviously, they're in Russia, and this is not a time when you can be, like, hanging out, hugging your buddy who's not your buddy, um, so, they do, like, meet up eventually, um, which,
Well,
Just
so
for like 20 minutes.
I think, like,
yeah.
specifically too, it's important to, like, read the actual text because we get the, like, "What do you need? You," like, from like, mirrored from the show.
I need you.
It's
Mhm.
very different context, clearly, but,
Absolutely.
yeah, Ilya's like, "I need, you know, I can't do this, everything's wrong." Shane's like, "Well, where are you? Come here." He's like, "I can't, Shane, I can't." And
Mhm.
Shane is just like, "For 10 minutes, I can hug you, it's gonna be fine." And
Right.
then Shane is like, "Okay, well, what do you need?" And Ilya's like, resolve is crumbling, and finally he's like, "You." And so he makes a plan that he agrees to go over, and then I think he just sobs in Shane's arm for 20 minutes.
Right, which is insane.
Right.
Like, ugh, he just needs Shane. And, like, then, we see Ilya still dealing with Sasha being around and at this party with Svetlana.
Well, Shane is there too. Like, what's
Shane is
funny is
there, but
that
like,
all of these galas, instead of it just being the Russians, is like open for Olympians. So Shane is just in the periphery of all of this too.
so I mean, it's kind of interesting to see them like interact in this like Russian space. But yeah, it's definitely so tough. Because we get to see Ilya's like he's back home, but it's not good, you know. But much like the show, we see that Ilya comes back from the Olympics and he wins the cup. So
Um,
yay.
yeah, and the screaming through texts.
Hmm.
And then
Hmm.
they get to go
Scene.
to the cottage,
Yes.
and Ilya
Yes.
sees it, and
So
we get to hear the Mr. Real Estate.
Your real estate fetish really paid off, huh?
yes, I love the Mr. Real Estate. And Shane starts talking about like maybe we're gonna come back next summer and the year after that and the year after that and like maybe we'll retire here. And Ilya's like,
Mhm.
no, I'm not a citizen. And Shane's like, not yet, you're not.
I have a plan, you see.
Right? Like, baby boy has a bajillion plans. Like, we know this.
Yeah.
So then we start seeing we're moving into like the more modern era of everything. The Fics format has now kind of changed to like a messenger format, which is kind of cool. We've
Mhm.
been seeing the
Also, yeah,
text just
like,
displayed.
about that, like,
Mhm.
this also shows it's so cool that, like, you can like, not only is the relationship getting better, and we got to see, like, Ilya getting better and better at English, we've also been watching this author get better and better at this, like,
Yes.
skin thing with AO3 and
Okay.
formatting and HTML. Like,
Mhm.
they've been like, throughout this whole thing, we see them get better and better and better, and that's so cool.
Yes. Absolutely. And like it's really cool because the I think for Ilya they put like a dark mode and Shane uses light mode, so it's very like nuanced to each of the characters, which I think is really cool. Um but then we start seeing Ilya's having like these conversations about moving to Canada, switching teams. Um and Shane says, like, reach out to my mom. So then we get to see a conversation with Ilya and Yuna. And she is in his contacts as Mama Yuna. And I love that.
Yeah,
Um,
it's so cute.
and, Yuna in her awesomeness momager is like hardcore, talking about getting him in for the next season, which is the season of 2016, 2017. And he's like, thank you, mama. And like, he's definitely got this great relationship with Yuna. And then they're jumping on it. And she says, like, do you want another season with Boston? And he's like, what? And
Like,
she's
I
like,
can
we
get
can
you
get
in
you to
sooner.
Ottawa. And he's like, "Don't tell Shane." So that's kind of cool, they're making the moves for Ilya to get closer to Shane. Um, and then Shane is texting him going like, "What? Like, what's going on?" And he's like, "Surprise."
Yay,
Like,
surprise!
"I'm moving." Um, so, he then we kind of switch from the texting and we go back and we have this conversation between Svetlana and Ilya, which I think is really important. Um, because Svetlana has been his person outside of his relationship with Shane.
Mhm.
And she's like, "Why would you move to Canada for Shane?" And he's like, "Yes." And she's like, "Are you getting married?" And he's like, "No." She's like, "Are you planning to propose?" And he's like, "No." And she's like, "You've been basically together for 13 years." Like, what the hell? And she's like, "Are you okay?" Like, it's kind of nice to have someone else besides Shane and his family checking in with Ilya. So we get to see that, which is really nice.
Yeah, and she's like, "If you're real sad, here because of Shane not being around, that's fine." And Ilya's worried he's gonna still be sad in Canada, which valid. Um,
Mhm.
and Svetlana's like, "Maybe you should talk to a therapist.
Right.
Maybe.
I mean,
What if?"
go
What
Svetlana.
if you
Uh,
talk to someone?
imagine,
Right,
right? Like,
right.
oh.
Oh.
So,
Um,
We see that, that obviously Ilya's depression is still part of the picture. We've seen that, kind of touched on a little bit, but I think this is the first time like it's fully called out
Yeah.
in this fic, which is great. So he moves to Ottawa. He buys a house. It's got 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, basement, all that fun stuff. And then we're just having some like chit chats. But
Some
again, we're
stress
back at
from
holidays.
yeah, well, there's some stress from moving to Ottawa too.
Yes. Oh,
So
absolutely. Because I mean,
he's,
they're dealing
doesn't
with
like losing. They have a little
yes.
fight, but then immediately Ilya's like, "Sorry, this is my fault. Like, I'm fine.
Mhm.
I love you."
So, they're still going through the kind of, I guess, growing pains of Ilya being closer. Like, they've obviously been long distance. Now they're still long distance, but a little closer.
My favorite
But
is
Shane,
Shane meeting Rose.
right? Shane is meeting Rose. But we're also starting to see Shane having these frictions with his team.
Yeah.
And like thinking about how he's going to move forward. But,
Yeah, I think
you
it was
know,
just Shane realizing pretty quickly, like, well, they have an argument where Ilya's like, "You should come here. It would be great."
mhm,
And then Shane is like, "I don't know. I can't just leave Montreal. They're my team." And Ilya's like,
yeah.
"Boston was my team." And then Shane, I love him. He's a bitch. He's like, "I didn't ask you to
Ugh.
move to Ottawa for me." And he's just like, "Okay." And then Shane immediately is
Okay.
like, "No, that's on me. This is my fault. I'm sorry."
Yes.
And Shane is like, "I like winning. I can't move." And again, this is a very mean thing to say, but they
Oh,
also
so
are saying
mean.
I love you. Um, but
Like,
then
ugh, guys.
but then I think Ilya's father dies.
Yes. So his dad has now
Yeah.
died. He's gonna go back to Russia to deal with that. One of the lines I have is his father was dead and everything was fine.
Yeah. That
Like
I had that one highlighted too.
he's just like kind of numb to that fact.
Yeah.
Which we talked about that. Um, but he doesn't want to stay in Russia any longer than he has to.
Yeah. He stays
So
only one day, one extra day.
yeah,
Like,
he's like, all right, we buried the man, we did the things, like I'm gone. And then Shane picks him up from the airport, which is nice. And then we get to see like Kent come in there as well. But
yeah, there's been mentions of Dallas Kent. Like, they specifically before this mentioned the allegations.
mhm,
And Shane was like, "Do you think they'll do anything about it?" And Ilya's like, "No."
right.
Um,
This fic, we've swapped Kent and Marley in this next kind of interaction.
oh, yeah, that he's the one to get Shane.
Yeah.
Yeah, that he's the one that hurt Shane and everything.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah, Ilya trips or not trips. Ilya messages Shane like, "Oh, did Kent trip you? Like, what an
Mhm.
asshole." And then he's like, "Wait, you're not getting up, Shane." And then he's texting Yuna and
Yes.
he's panicking. And Yuna's like, "He's fine. Like, I can't call you.
He's
He's
alive.
alive."
Like that's
Um,
not helpful. He
yeah, because
breathes.
I think yeah, the video is Kent shoves the stick under Shane's skate blade, tripping
Mm,
him, and Shane was so not ready for it that he hits like helmet first, kind of.
Yeah.
yes. Yeah. So Ilya has to run to go to be with his boyfriend in
Yeah,
Montreal, and they have their moments, and then we get to see that Shane is concussed, and there's
He's just like,
chirps about
Ilya.
screen times as well post
hmm
Shane's release from the hospital. And then they talk about, or Scott Hunter and his elderism, different things like that. So it's kind of like this really nice little bit of domesticity in between, concussions and um
And Scott Hunter kissing his boyfriend
we
on
get
live
this
TV.
kiss. We get the kiss.
right.
We get the sunshine moment.
We do.
Coming fucking
So
slow down the stands.
But the sunshine moment happens when they're at Hayden Pike's house.
Yeah.
Of
Oh, yes,
course.
the party,
Fucking
matching the cup. I forgot his
Yeah.
team was all around him.
So they're at Hayden's house. They're having a big party, watching the cup, and Ilya's there, and Scott does the kiss.
and
Mhm.
And
everyone in the room is staring at them, and then he grabs Ilya's face and he kisses him in front of
Yeah.
everyone.
right
I
in
I
front
love
of
that.
all the
I think
metros.
earlier in the party, they had kind of given each other eyes, and they were like,
Mhm.
"No, we can't kiss at the party." And then that
Yes.
happened, and they were like, "We're kissing at the party."
Well, because like Shane said at one point, like, get all your kisses out before we go, because we can't kiss up, like, you can't kiss me in front of my teammates.
Right.
And it's Shane. Shane is the one that grabs Ilya, which
Yeah.
is insane. Um,
And then
and
the next
we
bit.
jump to the cottage,
Yeah. Well, we jump
it,
to Shane, the most nervous he's ever been in his life for reasons.
right?
Yeah,
Right.
because
He
Ilya
forgot
forgot
eggs.
eggs.
Yeah.
And
Eggs.
because
How
he's
did he
gonna
forget the
propose to
eggs?
his boyfriend and
Eh. Yeah.
yeah.
So we get a proposal
In Russian. Shane
in
has been studying
Oh
Russian.
Russian.
my god.
So the thing I loved is at one point he says like the proposal was supposed to happen a while ago, last year really, but Shane hadn't even finished writing out his speech, much less practiced in Russian. So he was
Yeah.
really committed to doing this in Russian.
Yeah.
Um
Well, I think the call, the like, what's it called? The foreshadowing, was
mhm,
Shane, custom ordering a special gift,
that he
and then
couldn't give him.
couldn't give him yet, and then a few months
It was the
later,
ring.
it was the rings, yeah, but Ilya asked about it and
That's
was
right.
like, "Well, what was my special gift?" And Shane
Yeah,
was
he
like, "You'll
asked
find
about it
out.
like 2 years later or something
You'll find
like
out
that.
later."
So yeah, we have this really great proposal in Russian from Shane, um, that is absolutely amazingly sweet. That I have to say, one of the things that I loved about this was the second part of the proposal was, "I love you. I want to spend the rest of my life with you. I mean, we're already about halfway there. We might as well finish it outright." And I was like, "It's true. They've been, there forever." So yeah, the Golden Band, they've got their initials. It's absolutely adorable.
Mhm.
Um,
And then
and
Shane is
then
like, "You're everything to me. I want forever with you. I wanna grow old with you." Great
yes.
news. Great news, Shane.
And that is how the chapter
You
ends, and then
can.
we jump
Will you marry me?
into a pile of horse poo poo.
Yeah, this
Um,
is this is where Montreal is a shit stain.
yes.
Yep.
So we have a text from our Mr. Man, Mr. Hayden motherfucking Pike, um, talking about how Camo was acting towards Shane, and Shane's just like, "Yeah, it's been like 6 months, like, shit's not getting better." Hayden says, like, "I know that, but you know how he is most of the time." And Shane's like, "Whose side are you on? Like, what is going on here?" So he's just really not engaging with much of his team.
Mhm.
And it sounds like much of his team is not interested in engaging with Shane.
Well,
So
and they've
we
come out, right?
yes. Yeah, they
Yeah,
came
I
out at
think they
the
posted,
Stanley Cup thing.
well, no, like, to the public.
I don't maybe?
I think after they got engaged, Ilya
They
posted a
were
photo
posting
of them.
photos.
Of
Yeah, they've
Yeah.
been posting
we just got
photos, like,
engaged, we're together.
just hard launch.
And
Yeah.
so then we get the meetings with Camo, because Ilya, yeah, keeps posting, and this is where the
Oh,
Instagram
no.
posts come
No,
in.
that is the meeting with Cromwell. Camo
Or
is
sorry, that's what I
Shane's
meant. I just said the wrong
yeah,
name. Crom
yeah,
Cowell? Fuck. Crowell.
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 Crowell?
Sorry, I'm not wearing my
Crowell?
glasses, and my monitor is just far enough away.
Crowell. There we go.
But yeah, so
Roger
the meetings.
Crowell.
But yeah, this is where the format changes. We have the lovely Instagram type posts. There's
Yes.
3 images. You can like it. It's so cool.
And you
It's
Um,
the coolest shit I've seen.
yeah.
it is. Every time I read it, I wanna click the heart button to like them because the fact that you click the like button in a fake Instagram post is awesome.
And I also love all the photos that the author chose.
Yeah, I think they're
Yeah.
photos from Hudson's Instagram. Like, I know the one where they're at Hot Pot is definitely just Hudson's Instagram.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Like some
that's
of the
Some
right.
other additional
behind the scenes
photos that
set
they
photos.
found for
Some
like
of
the
them are just
honeymoon and everything.
yeah, some of them
Like
are just,
I
like,
love
random
all of
people
them.
that look close enough like them.
So, yeah, we're seeing this, and we're seeing this kind of like, the backlash from the NHL, what's going on with that. Ilya's like, "Yeah, fuck this. I'm just gonna keep posting shit." And then we have a conversation from Hayden where he's texting asking if Shane's gonna come back, and he's like, "No, Hayden, I'm not." And again, Kamo is the one who is being a dick. But Hayden also is kind of a dick because he says, "Holy shit, Hollander, can you calm down? Rosenoff is rubbing on you." And he's like, "Yeah, I'm done with this. Like, fuck this." And we see an instant message to Mama Yuna, and he
Yeah,
wants out.
yeah, he's like, "I'm done, actually. I don't wanna talk about it, but I'm done, so get me to Ottawa."
Yeah,
Yeah.
and so, like, Yuna's like, "Okay, mama during, like, they're gonna draft a whole roster, we're gonna have to take a cap," and he's like, "I don't give a shit about the money, I have enough, Ilya and I are getting married, it's gonna be shared, like, I don't care, just get me out of here, I'm done."
Yeah, so Pike is trying to be a good friend, but he's still a shitty man. So
Yes.
he does because Shane's not talking to him, he does message Rose like Ilya and is just like,
Mhm.
"Hey, is Shane okay?" And Ilya's like, "Why is Pike messaging me, Shane? What is happening?" Um they Ilya finds out all the shit that's gone down. And I think like the what I love about the rest of the fic, right, is just like domestic bliss. Like
Totally.
it's
Yeah. It's just so happy.
yeah, they're
Yes.
happy. They're in Ottawa. Shane's gonna be a centaur. They have a
They're
lot of
going to
really hot
Boots.
sex.
Yeah, they have great sex.
They
They're
get
going to
Um,
Boots.
married.
Oh, their wedding, oh my
the wedding
god.
planning. The thing that I find funny is that it is emphasized that they have chairs.
Right? Right? That's very important,
Yeah,
honestly.
and the wedding songs.
Oh
So
my
there's
god, it
the
fucking
practice song
killed me.
first.
Yeah, yeah,
Don't forget about that.
Turning page.
yeah. Turning
Oh,
I'm
page is
gonna
class.
insert in a little clip. But then
yes.
I
what killed me
yeah.
is like at their actual wedding, they
Mhm.
danced to the song that I danced to at my wedding, and I was
Oh
like,
no.
I started bawling because the author puts in like them talking to each other and then in italics puts like the lyrics, so it's like you can just picture this happening, and at the same time like my wedding anniversary is coming up like at the time I'm recording this, and it's just like that's the song that I danced to. I mean, I danced to it like not with my husband, but like still it was there, and it's just like, oh my god,
Yeah,
the fucking you gotta put Stevie
Oh,
Nicks into this now, and it's
yes.
just,
yeah.
oh my god.
Oh, so
And
sad.
It's the perfect song for them, like for this
um,
fic,
Mhm.
like with the
Yes.
time and everything, and
yeah.
And then we
And
get, like, an Instagram
David
post.
yeah,
Ugh.
well, David walks Ilya down the aisle.
yeah,
Yes.
He's there for him. They have Yuna do like a mom-son dance with Ilya.
Mhm.
It's
It's
amazing.
so and, like, the thing I said was, like, Yuna says, "You'll take care of him," and he says, "Yes, mama, I'm gonna take care of him with everything I have, I promise."
so
Ugh,
you know
bawled
damn
my
well
eyes
he
out.
is. You know
Bawled my
damn
goddamn
well he
eyes out.
is.
Oh, so crazy. Um, I, like, legitimately bawled my eyes out,
Yeah. And
and
during the
then we get
vows,
this oh, the vows.
the vows are beautiful. They're in
They are.
English. Ilya's like glad that they're in English because if it was Russian, he would have broke down sobbing.
Yeah,
And then
Right?
he would have been crying.
later that night, Ilya was like, "Did you learn them in Russian though?" And Shane's like, "Yeah, of course I did." And then recites them to Ilya privately on the dock at the cottage after everyone's
That's
Mhm.
so
gone.
beautiful.
And then we have the
Right?
lovely Instagram posts of the honeymoon where Shane is the one
Should-
posting because Ilya drops his
Ilya.
phone in the ocean, so I'm posting some honeymoon
Of course. Of
Right.
course he
And
did.
Wyatt Hayes is
Um,
like, I'm fucking crying. Of course he did.
right.
How does
We're
the fic
all
end,
Wyatt Hayes.
guys? How does the fic end?
Oh,
So the fic
so
ends.
the
Well,
are we talking about the epilogue? Because
No,
I
because
need
that's
to
not the
mention the
ending.
note.
okay.
That's
I
not
need
the
to
ending.
mention the note.
The
fic
ending
ends. Yeah.
with
Oh,
a
with the
message
emails.
from Ilya Hollander Roz sends at nhl.org. Subject hi to Shane Hollander Roz sends and
All right, sends.
nhl.org. Testing. I love you, Ilya Hollander Rosenoff. The response from Shane Hall Roz sends at nhl.org. Subject re-hi to Ilya Hall Roz sends at nhl.org. Very professional. I love you too. Shayna Hollander Rosenoff.
Shania.
Smiley face.
That's so cute.
Yeah.
It is so good.
There is an epilogue.
There
The
is,
note
and the
at the beginning of
I
it
will tell
fucking
you,
killed me.
this fic ended, and I was like, oh my God. I remember when it ended, I bawled my eyes out. And then, surprise, surprise, the epilogue arrived in my inbox.
And it says they couldn't post it because they literally got enlisted in the draft for war.
Yeah.
And the
Wanted to
amount of
prioritize
crazy
writing
AO3
this.
notes like you've seen authors
Right.
do, like, sorry, I ended up in jail for so many years, or sorry, this happened to me, sorry, almost died. And it's like, sorry, literally got enlisted in the draft. And it's like, oh my God.
And they're like, decide to prioritize writing this instead. I mean, we appreciate that. War is bad.
Yeah.
What war?
One of
They
them.
did not
I
specify.
mean, yeah, one of them. Okay.
I mean, one of them. Yeah.
But let's summarize real quick. They have a wonderful epilogue. They have a wonderful life.
They do. They do.
They get a dog.
They
They get a cat.
get a dog. Yep. And they're filling out the paperwork for
Foster
fostering.
kids. Yeah.
Yes.
Which is so
They're gonna-
sweet
So
of them to do.
so
It
sweet.
makes so much sense for them.
Totally. And, one of the big things that I took from this was, they're talking about second thoughts, and Ilya's like, I do not want to be like him, meaning Ilya's dad. So Ilya's obviously like a little scared, I'm sure any first time parent would be. So, they go and submit all their paperwork and life is good. But they get a foster child.
Yeah, they get a 7-year-old who
Named
has
Piper.
had a little bit of a rough life. And
Yeah.
I think the other thing too that's pretty significant is Ilya was like, I don't need to play hockey anymore, actually. Like,
Right.
I'd rather be here with the kid. I want to be a wag. I think he only plays like a few more years after Shane gets there. And then once they get the kid is like, all right, I'm done. And
Yeah, so
He's just a
this
stay-at-home
makes-
dad.
yeah. And like Shane is sad about it, obviously, because to him,
Mhm.
hockey kind of only mattered because he was playing with Ilya.
Right.
And I think he stays for a couple more years after that to like get another cup or something. Like they win a cup. They win cups.
Yes.
They be winning cups. And there's like little domestic scenes, but it's really just them as a family growing. They adopt another kid who's another daughter. They're both daughters who is the same age. They go to college at the same time. And
Yeah, they're like very close together, if not fully the same age, I think.
oh, they get inducted into the Hall of Fame, right? Or is it their number? Yeah, Hall of Fame. They're Hall of Famers together. There's a bit where some of the old Montreal team tries to apologize to Shane, and he's like, "No thanks, no thank you.
Right.
I'm not interested."
They try. And then like one of the I think it's the younger daughter, or maybe it's
They're
the
the
older
same
daughter.
age.
well, I guess the first daughter, Piper,
Yeah.
um, they're looking at, like, boxes of stuff to put away or give away or something,
Oh, and they find all
and
the letters.
they
Oh,
find the
yeah.
letters, and they're like, what do we do with these?"
And then they
Well,
start going
Um,
through all the footage
there's not just
yes,
letters, there's the videos.
yes, there's
because Shane's
DVDs,
parents knew. They knew.
right? Um, so yeah, talks about this, and she's like, "Oh my god, like, make sure you take it home," like, all this fun stuff. And then we get to see, like, a little bit more domestic bliss of Shane and Ilya showing their children, like, back when they were young. And, and then the kids are growing up, like, they're now into their teenagerhood, they're driving, and
They're moving away.
they're moving away,
Shane and
and
Ilya are getting gray.
Gray hair.
ugh,
They're dancing
Single.
outside to Landslide.
ugh,
Uh, and the last thing they post in the epilogue is a picture of them sleeping. Like it's like two people in a bed with the covers up covering their faces, but
What I
and it
think it
says,
is I'm pretty sure that's the photo, quote unquote, like the photo that Yuna would have taken.
oh
"Oh
shit.
my
Yeah.
god,
No.
what?
Yeah.
You're
Oh,
right. Oh
wait, you
no.
Oh,
guys are just now learning
oh,
that?
I just thought it was a cute photo of
oh,
them in bed.
I
No,
did
it
too."
because it can't be
Devastation.
Oh,
because they're
Oh,
older,
you're
they're
right.
gray
It
now.
is. It is.
Yeah.
no,
I just was like, oh,
Micah.
they didn't have a lot of photos of old men
Uh,
that looked enough like them to use.
No,
No, that's them in.
uh,
Oh God.
because
oh
Shane's
my
just like,
god.
forever if you ask. It's because they just got
Oh,
done looking through all those,
No,
and
you're
that's the
right.
photo. That's the
No, it
photo
is.
that
oh,
Yuna
It is.
took.
It is the photo.
oh my god.
You know
Oh
what?
my god.
You
I've
heard
You know
it here
what?
read
first,
this 2
folks.
fucking times and still didn't get that.
You know
Oh,
what? You're welcome, but also fuck the author respectfully. Because
For
that
just
is so
oh,
pretending.
cute.
It's so
That is
cute.
author.
so
Alright.
cute.
If the author of Rehigh is listening to this, you need to confirm this, and then
I, if there's nothing else, it could be.
you need to tell me that you
Oh,
kissed all
it's
those bricks
yeah.
before you threw them at us, because
Also,
it is 11:50 PM here in Atlantic Canada,
3 a.m. in a
and
warehouse.
I'm having some feelings.
Um, yeah. Also, if the author of Rehai is listening to this, I'm so sorry that we talked for this long.
Right.
Um,
But your fic is
but
awesome and we love you.
Yeah,
yeah.
and to mention on them, because I'm currently in the notes on like the epilogue, it does look
Ugh,
like the author does appear to be someone who like loves to see the reactions and comments and loves reading everything and like has seen
ugh,
TikToks about it and reels. So they do have their Twitter and their threads name linked, and I have seen them on threads.
Oh yeah, we're gonna
Um,
tag them, obviously.
so yeah,
I was
like
like, we're gonna
all
take them,
their
right?
information, all their I'm gonna put their socials like in the
Yes.
like
Oh
description
yeah,
and everything.
yeah. We're
So like go follow them because they seem to be really active, especially on Tumblr and Twitter and Threads. So like
yeah.
yeah,
Go give
Right.
them love. Tell them we love them.
Yes.
and fuck them
Or
Take care.
Tanya.
respectfully. Like
Or
this
Tanya. I'd like to
this put
preemptively apologize for how much we talked about this.
yeah, but you know what? I feel like if anyone else who read this story and loved it so much, it fix like this you cannot just get through real quick. We can't just be like, yeah, and this was great and this happened and yeah, okay, here's
Yeah.
some quotes. Goodbye.
No,
It's a
it
longer
is.
episode. It's going to be dynamic with whatever we're talking about.
This is where I was
Yes.
emotionally devastated. The
Yeah,
saddest
you
part
need
Um,
to
of
know all
the
the moments where we cried and time like step by step what happened, why we cried, what happened, like
trip.
mhm.
Okay.
And you guys got live crash out of us
Yeah.
figuring out that the epilogue was even more
yeah.
goddamn destroying than it was.
And it's
That's
just more proof
crazy.
that the more you can get new things from rereading it.
Oh,
Yeah, and it's
absolutely.
crazy because I realized that like right away. I'm like, oh my god, that's the photo that Yuna must have taken because they just
No.
found it.
I was like,
Ugh.
"Oh, that's cute old men posting on Instagram."
I'm so
Right?
glad that I
All right.
mentioned that
All
then.
right. What are we reading right now? I'm reading something called One Escape to I Do. It's by
Ooh.
an anonymous author, not the same one who did Home Ec, but just another anonymous writer. Um, and it's basically about the Hollanders and the Rosanovs were like business partners, and they decided to merge companies and pledge their children to get married to each other to solidify it. And when they were children, like before they were even born. And so, um, but when the time comes for them finally to get married, Shane runs and is like, I'm not actually doing this. He
Of
gets to the
course.
cottage, and this is all in the description. This is not a spoiler, but the first thing he sees at the cottage, Ilya's there. And so, yeah, Shane flees to the cottage 4 hours before marriage to his biggest hater, Ilya Rozanov. He does not expect to find Ilya, who thought of jilting him first, at his destination. So,
Ooh.
yeah, that's what it's about.
Ooh. So I'm reading Lily is Just a Buddy by avid_reader 64. So in this one, Shane Hollander and Ilya Rozanov never hooked up at the CCM commercial. Now it's 2017, and Una Hollander is concerned that Shane doesn't have many friends. So she signs him up on a buddy network site, and Shane gets paired with someone else looking for a buddy, not knowing it's his on ice rival, Ilya Rozanov. So
Ooh.
it's currently listed as 7 out of 8 chapters. So the newest chapter was just released, I want to say yesterday or the day before. Really interesting. It takes them a while to figure out who's who, but once they do, they're both kind of like, oh, yeah. Um, but yeah, it's really kind of nice. It's another like kind of texty fic. So definitely love some of those.
I'm really loving the texting AUs, like, or just like the,
Mhm.
the texting fix in general.
They're so fun.
Yes, they are. It just gives you something different than standard
Yeah.
pages. Our chili pepper scale,
Oh, God.
I think this one's a little tight
Yeah,
for the
what's our
chili
chili
pepper scale.
pepper? What's our Scoville scale for this one?
I
I
Who
mean,
wants
think
to go
I'm
it's
gonna,
first?
pretty sexy. I will say,
yeah.
hmm, I will say for me, it's like a candied jalapeno
Oh,
because I don't know if that exists, but
Oh, it
um,
does.
okay, cool. Candied jalapeno. It starts spicy, starts out sweet because they're children and there's no spice, right?
mhm,
We love it.
mhm,
Transitions into these full-grown adults who have known each other very well are having pretty wild sex.
yeah,
They're having a good time.
agreed.
So,
I would
um,
agree with that.
but it's not
I would take
the
that.
wildest sex I've ever read in a fic, so that's why it's a jalapeno. You know,
Yeah.
that's where I'm at with that. Candied jalapeno, Scoville scale.
Oh, I would say like a pickled pepper. Again, you got the heat, got a little tartness in there, little sweetness, but a little bit of everything all in one bite.
I'm gonna say like a banana pepper
I was gonna say
because
that.
banana peppers are normally there to just add a little bit of something to
Mhm,
everything, like a salad, a
mhm.
sandwich, whatever it may be. There's It's not really there, and when it is there, it's really short, it's small, like, it's just like a brief little it's not like an important part of the whole thing, but
Mhm.
it's there, it's not gonna burn you, but it's, like, just sprinkled in enough to, like, just add, like, a little bit of something.
So
All right.
thanks again, guys, for joining us for another episode. We will be back in 2 weeks with another new episode. Until then, I think everybody should have a wonderful day. I'm going to shout out my sponsors for this fic, and that would be my lovely emotional support water bottle for getting me through, because we all know we need that, especially when you're a little dehydrated from crying.
Yeah. I'd like to thank my sponsors, and that is the level of emotions that you get reading fic at 3 a.m. Just that emotional, like, oh my god, they finally kissed. You know, you're crying a little bit, and then you're like, holy shit, it's 3 a.m. So
Mm.
for no reason.
My sponsor is going to be the brand Vapresso that makes my vape and my nicotine addiction, because if I didn't have that in my system, I wouldn't be able to also stay up late and read fan fiction even when I have to wake up at 6 a.m. for work. So it keeps me wired and anxious and ready to go and ready to cry. So shout out to that.
Amazing. All right. Well, yeah. Thanks, everyone.
Oh, don't
Good
forget,
night.
we have to tell them where they can find us.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
we're so good at this. Do we want to just like start over?
So you can
Welcome to
find
Heated
us.
Archives. No.
You can listen to us wherever you listen to all of your podcasts. We're on Spotify, Apple, as well as YouTube. And if you find us somewhere else, let us know where you found us.
Because we don't know how it got there.
Don't know how the
Uh-huh.
fuck you got there if you're listening to us anywhere else. But you can also find us on social media, on most social media platforms. And if we're not somewhere, just tell us and I'll figure it out at Heated Archives Podcast.
Everywhere you want to be.
Let's go. All right. Insert
Yay!
outro music here.
Won't forget this time. I do that.
As opposed
I
to
do
last time when you're
that.
like sitting there like waiting.